When it comes to foreign currency spending, like your overseas trip or Taobao spendings, the Instarem Amaze card is an important card to have. That's because it not only lets you avoid those super high 3.25% FX fees, it also gives you additional rewards on top of your card rewards. However, over the past 1 year, there have been nerfs after nerfs after nerfs. So now, the question is Instarem Amaze still a good card to use now? Or should we keep it in a drawer together with all the other useless cards which shall not be named? So in this video, I'll be doing an updated review for the Instarem Amaze card. How does it work? What are its rewards like? What features does it have? What are the problems with these cards? Then share my thoughts about it. Alright, let's jump right in. Okay, for those who are new to the card, here's how Instarem Amaze works. First, you can link up to 5 MasterCard, debit or credit cards to it. Then you choose which card you want to use for payment. And finally, whenever you want to pay, you just take out your Instarem Amaze card and tweet. The transaction will go through the Instarem Amaze card, which will then be charged onto your link card. So simple. But why use the Instarem Amaze card? What's so good about it? 2 benefits. First, Instarem Amaze converts foreign currency transactions to SGD. Okay, if you are spending this card at Singapore merchants, obviously there's no effect here lah. But the real magic happens when there's foreign currency transactions. That's because if you try to charge foreign currency transactions on normal credit cards, there's usually a super high 3.25% foreign currency transaction fee. But when you charge those transactions through Instarem Amaze, the card will convert it into SGD. So for example, here you can see that I'm paying for something in Malaysia Ringgit, and Instarem Amaze will auto convert it into SGD. And because it's in SGD now, I won't get slapped with a 3.25% FX fee. So that's good. The downside, Instarem Amaze has a wide 1.5 to 2% FX spread, which I will talk about later. The second benefit is that you earn additional reward points. In the past, Instarem used to give 1% cashback for SGD transactions, which they later nerfed to 0.5% cashback. Then they finally nerfed to no cashback at all. But the good news is that they are still giving a 1% cashback for foreign currency spends for now. For every 1 SGD equivalent spent in foreign currency, you get 1 instant point credited to you within 3 business days, which can then be converted to cash. 2,000 points can be converted to $20. So that's a 1% cashback. Wow, so good ah! What's the cash? There's always a cash. First, you will only earn points when you spend 10 SGD or more. Anything below that, too bad, no points for you. Second, the points are rounded down to the nearest dollar and capped at 500 per transaction. So, for example, if you spend $500, you will receive 500 points. But if you spend more than that, like 1000 SGD, you will still earn 500 points. Third, certain categories are excluded from earning rewards. But don't worry, all these exclusions are your usual credit card exclusions, like insurance payments, hospital bills, schools, and tax payments. Lastly, the points can expire. Points earned before October 1st, 2022 will expire in 6 months, while points earned after that will expire in 12 months. For those who don't spend much on foreign currency transactions, this Instarem points system is actually quite bad because you can only convert 2,000 points each time, leaving you with a bit of points here and there, which will expire after 12 months. So that's the downside of the instant points system. But enough of that, let's talk about happier stuff. Credit card rewards. When Instarem Amaze charges the transaction onto your link card, your card will earn its usual reward. Quick pause. One of the many things that I like about Weeboo is that they let you earn interest on your idle cash. With Moneyboo, you can now earn up to 4.7% yield on your idle funds. There's no fee for using it, and best of all, you can easily use the money to trade stocks without any delay. This month, Weeboo will be continuing their super generous deal. By just funding any amount and maintaining the fund for 30 days, you will get 5 free stocks worth up to $500. So if you still have not signed up to Weeboo yet, you can easily sign up using my link down below. With that being said, let's get back to the video. So what's the best card to link with Instarem Amaze? It will definitely be the City Rewards card, which gives 4 miles per dollar on your online spends. What? Online spends only? So you mean offline spends won't earn any rewards? Okay, here I have to explain something. When you charge transactions through Instarem Amaze, it will convert offline transactions into online ones. But just take note, even though the transactions are converted to online transactions, the merchant category codes or MCC still remains the same. So for example, if you eat at Toast Box, the MCC will be 5812, which represents eating places and restaurants. So whether it's an offline or online transaction, the MCC is still 5812. So anyway, because Instarem Amaze converts offline spends into online spends, all of a sudden, you can now earn rewards on both your offline and online spending. But here, I also want to point out that even though City Rewards card gives you 4 miles per dollar, it's not a miles card, but rather a points card. You can actually convert the points into cashback or use it to redeem shopping vouchers. If you convert it to cashback, the points are worth 2.27% cashback. Or if you convert to shopping vouchers, the points are worth around 3% cashback. Though the card excludes anything related to travel, like airlines, car rental, hotels, cruise lines, and so on, together with all the usual exclusions. So if you need to spend on travel related categories, you will need to use the UOB Ladies card with the travel category selected to also earn 4 miles per dollar. But this card is only for ladies, yeah? So if you are a guy, you know what to do, yeah? And by that, of course, I mean ask your partner or mom to apply the card for you. But if you don't like miles cards, or you want to earn more than the 2.27% cashback which City Rewards card gives, there are 2 cashback cards that you can consider. The first card is the City Cashback card, which gives 8% for groceries and petrol and 6% for dinings if you can hit $800 minimum spend a month. And second, the Maybank Family and Friends card, which gives 8% cashback if you can hit $800 minimum spend a month. If you are interested in getting any of these cards, you can sign up using my links down below, yeah? So those are the cards that you can link to Instarem Amaze. But let's quickly talk about the high FX spread that I mentioned earlier. As reported by Lion, the Instarem Amaze FX spread can go as high as 1.5% to 2%. But even so, this card is still worth using. Here's why. The City Rewards card gives 4 miles per dollar, and everyone values miles differently. But let's just use a low 1.1 cents per mile. So 4 times 1.1, that's equal to 4.4% cashback. Add in a 1% cashback from Instarem Amaze, minus off the 2% FX fee, we will still end up with a good 3.4% cashback. So even with the high FX spread, when you add in all the rewards, the card is actually still worth using. Now, besides the whole credit card linking feature, Instarem also has the Amaze wallet, which you can use to pay for transactions. The wallet can be topped up with either a MasterCard or Visa card, but you have to top up a minimum of $20. Though most of the time, you won't be using this option as there's no reward for topping up to the Amaze wallet. Instant points conversion will come into this wallet, which can then be cashed out by topping up to GrabPay, then transferring it to your bank account. Though, just take note, when topping up to GrabPay, you need to make sure that the payment source is set to the Amaze wallet and not your link card. Otherwise, you will get hit with a 2% fee. Next feature, Remittance. Instarem also lets you remit money to other countries. But is it good? I compared the rates to other cheap remittance service, namely BigPay, Wise, and CIMB. Here's the result. CIMB fees and exchange rate is definitely the best, though this only works if you are sending money to your own CIMB account in Malaysia. Second in place is BigPay, which only charges a tiny $1 and has quite a good rate. Instarem Amaze came in third by charging a bit more and has a slightly lower exchange rate, though it still manages to beat Wise in terms of fees and exchange rate. Now, of course, if you are sending a tiny amount like $1,000, the difference is quite insignificant. So it doesn't matter where you are sending the money from. But when you are sending a large amount like 10,000 SGD, that's when you need to choose the correct platform to use. Lastly, Instarem Amaze lets you withdraw money from overseas ATMs, though they are charging a 2% fee. So I wouldn't recommend using Instarem Amaze to withdraw money overseas. A better choice right now would be the Trust card, which doesn't charge you any fee if you're on the debit card mode. Okay, here are my thoughts on the Instarem Amaze card. When it comes to overseas spending, the benefits far outweighs the downside. Even though the FX spread is a little high, the good thing is that you will avoid foreign currency spends while earning an extra 1% cashback. Though the Instapoints system is a bit tricky to use. As for the rest of the features like overseas remittance and ATM withdrawals, Instarem Amaze may not be the best as you can get better options elsewhere. But all in all, the Instarem Amaze card is still a very good card to have, especially if you shop at overseas platform or travel overseas. So if you are planning to get the card, you can just sign up with my link down below to get some extra Insta points. Anyway, that's all for this video. Hopefully you find it useful. Like, share and subscribe as I'll be posting new videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday.